And a pleasant good evening to you and to yours, and welcome to Brevard Sports Network in our continuing coverage of high school volleyball. Tonight, we travel south down Heritage Parkway to Heritage High School, where the Panthers are hosting the Melbourne Bulldogs. Good evening, everybody. I'm Alan Slaughterzinski, joined alongside my broadcast partner and producer tonight, Caleb Brown. Tonight's matchup is a team in search of their first win and a team in search of their third consecutive win, as the Melbourne Bulldogs are coming off of a victory over Cocoa Beach, and Heritage is coming off of a loss to a very good state runner-up St. Edward's team. Now, recently, Heritage did take Titusville to 5 sets, and Titusville's an outstanding volleyball team this year. So Melbourne's got to be on top of their game tonight. Players to keep an eye on for Melbourne: Ainsley Shack. She was our BSN Hall of Chains player of the game the other night. Shack so far this season, stats are updated through 10 sets. 35 kills. She's averaging about 3.5 kills a set. Right there with her, Cambria Walters, the freshman, 26. So those two at the attack from the service line. It's Ashlyn Shack, the sophomore, who has 18 service aces to lead the Bulldogs thus far. In terms of blocks, it's Shep, number 13, and what a night she had, Julia Shep, the other night. She has 11 blocks this season. In terms of digs, it's going to be the libero, number 7, Liliana Carter. So far, 27 digs. Cambria Walters right behind her at 21. Ball handling, that'll be Faye Fitzpatrick. Faye's got 26 assists, and she is sharing those duties with Ashlyn Shack, who has 23. I'd love to be able to tell you about Coach Reagan Haley's team, but she hasn't updated the stats yet, and that's not unusual to start the season. A lot of teams wait until after 5-6 games to put the stats in, and so, we'll see what happens next week. But as for tonight, watching Heritage warm up, they hit the ball well, and we shall see. This is a district matchup tonight between these two. And tonight is brought to you by the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Absolutely love what FCA does, helping coaches and athletes grow in spirit, life, and in faith. FCABrevard.org for more information. Of course, I want to thank Cape Coast Volleyball and Martinez Construction as we get ready for pregame introductions. Let me see what we can hear. I want to make sure the roster is right for Heritage, so I'm going to listen. So if you don't hear me, that's why. I just want to make sure. Let me go down Melbourne's. I know Melbourne's is right. Faye Fitzpatrick wears number 2. Ainsley Shack, 3. Vivian Atchinson, 5. Liliana Carter, 7. Laura Morgan, 9. Gianna Palio wears number 10. Ashlyn Shack, 11. Emily Lemons, 12. Julia Shep, 13. There's that horn that sounds like somebody crashed a Volkswagen into the roof. Maya Jackson wears 14, and Cambria Walters wears 23. They are led by head coach Maria Thompson, assistant coach Peyton Bryant. While they introduce Melbourne first, I do want to say a big shout out to Grandma Jackson watching tonight here on Brevard Sports Network. We apologize for having to mute the national anthem, but it was the Dolly Parton version of the national anthem. And, of course, Dolly recently passed away. God bless her. And I tell you something I was watching on YouTube the other night, which was really cool. She recorded a song none of us have ever heard. And it is buried at Dollywood in a place, and they will open it up in 2045 and release it. All right, I got to catch Lamone. Myra Thompson. I've been calling her Maria. Myra, M-A-I. It is Myra.
Number 2, Bella Abruzzese. Number 4, Ariana Mathis. Number 6, Addison Childress. Number 7, Zeta Sanchez. Number 12, Brianna De Carvalho. Number 13, Kyra Davis. Number 14, Lily Glover. Number 20, Alyssa Smith. Number 21, Lila Crespa Delgado. Number 26, Emma Aldana. Number 15, Layla Colon. Your assistant coach, Nick Reynolds, and your head coach, Reagan Haley. Let's see some good sportsmanship, have fun, play ball.
I think I caught up with that. I know Alyssa Smith is wearing number 20. Brianna De Carvalho is wearing number 12. We got a new number 8 for Melbourne that I didn't catch the name of. And Coach's name is Myra Thompson, not Maria Thompson, Alan. Why didn't Coach ever correct me? And she said Emily Lamons, so we won't call her Lemons, we'll call her Lamons. She sounded a lot more intelligent than I do, so I'm going with what she said. So we get ready to go here. I want to thank Principal Link and Athletic Director A.J. Ulmer, one of my favorite ADs. And here we go as, let's see here, Layla Crespo Delgado, Zeta Sanchez, Ariana Mathis, Lily Glover, Kira Davis, and number 2, Bella Abruzzese. And for Melbourne, it'll be number 23, Cambria Walters, wearing the libero. I was just having a conversation with the coach about this the other night. Cambria Walters will wear the libero. Also out there is going to be Ainsley Shack, Ashlyn Shack, Emily Lamons, and number 5 is Vivian Atchison. And as we get ready to go here, Mathis, the senior setter, set to serve. Say that 5 times. Set. And, oh, what a dig there by Abruzzese. And that is a great job by Heritage to turn out point number 1 here tonight. To the line, still. Oh, what a dig back by Walters. This has got to go, and it will. Oh, Walters saves it. Set here. Chance back. And 2-0 Heritage. As Kira Davis wearing the libero jersey with the kill. That's out. So I think the thing, Coach, will tell her team tonight is they're the little things that you have to do to get a W, and that's one of them there. You don't have to kill every serve, but you got to get them in. And that's a big service error by Ashland Shack, and it's 3-1. So Heritage, on the benefit of a service error, gets a side out shutdown. And that is an ace, and the Panthers are off and running. Bello Abrazizi, the senior defensive specialist, outside hitter, back at the line. Great jump serve, good receive by Walters, and pass, chance, and a kill by Vivian Atchison, and it's 4-2. The aforementioned Atchison to the line. Great serve, low line drive is an ace for Atchison. That is her first service ace of the year, and it's 4-3. Good receive, good pass, good set, and the kill is just, they called that in. 5-3. Heritage playing well to start. Leila Crespo Delgado to the line. That was tough serve receive there for Walters. Nice set across to Ainsley Shack. Set. Good set. Walters. Back sets here to Jackson. Jackson picked up nicely there. Chance here, and that will be a kill. Finished off beautifully by Brianna De Carvalho. Walters too far. Created a 50-50 ball, but picked off. Cambria struggling a little bit right now on the serve receive. Back corner shot. Passes it up front. Actually set out of bounds on the block. Zeta Sanchez, 7-3. Side out, Bulldogs ball. Two captains at the R1. The R2 comes over. He wants to hear what he has to say. And Ainsley Shack knows her volleyball, so he better have an answer. I love it. Listen, I mean, Ainsley went to work for her team there. You got to give her credit. You got to give her credit. There's a little rivalry here between Heritage and Melbourne. 7-3. Nice receive, and I do not have that young lady's name, number 8. I apologize. She's not on my roster. Set here, and that is a beaut right there by Brianna De Carvalho. And it's 8-3. And Melbourne a little discombobulated here. I wonder when Coach Thompson will consider taking a timeout here, possibly settle her girls down a little bit. Ashland with the set. Nice set here. Chance again. Ashland, Cambria over to Jackson. Too far. And it's 9-3. And Coach is going to let them play through this. I'm just looking out for that there. Good serve. Oh, drifted left on her, and it is 9-4, side out. Cambria Walters to the line. Walters with 9 aces in 8 matches thus far. Good receive, good pass, set center line, and that is a Butte Clark there by Bella Abruzzese, and that's twice Heritage has turned out a shutdown side out. 10-4. Meaning limited to Melbourne to just the one side out point. Nice push by Maya Jackson, and they'll get it right back as they limit Heritage to a point. The thing I want to see Maya do a little bit more is swing that arm. She has got such great power, and I thought the other night she tried to touch the ball a little too much, and I'd love to see her swing through a little bit more. That's a net. Played off the net, which you can do. Set here for Ainsley. Ainsley, that ball is dug out nicely. And another kill attempt dug out by Walters. The no look. Nope, not that time. And great dig there. Set. Nope, she's going to pop it over. And we got 2 liberos, so I'll give you her name in a second because she's done a terrific job. Good pass. Nice set. And the finish will not happen as Ainsley Shack is there. That's Childress. Childress again playing some good volleyball in the libero jersey. Set by Ashland. And the short jump there. And it's 10-5. Addison Childress. I tell you, she got to everything on that rally. 11-5 Heritage. And the Panthers quickly establishing home court here. To the line will go number 13, Brianna De Carvalho. And that's, if again, that's 2 service errors. I'm not saying they would have won the point, but you got to get them in. And now Ainsley Shack to the line. Shack is second on the team with 12 aces. That's way deep. And it's 12-6. Here we go. We got us a battle here, Caleb. This will be Davis. Serve. Nice serve, good receive. The set here. Great dig by De Carvalho. Little push over. Dug out by Ashland Shack. Walters. Chance. Blocked in front by Caitlin Thompson. And it's 13-6. Also like to thank Culver's on Wickham Road in Melbourne. What was the flavor of the day?
Peanut butter fudge brownie.
Peanut butter fudge brownie, the flavor of the day today. Set. What's this going to be? Yeah, that's a good call. Under the net on 21. That'll go against Layla Crespo Delgado, and it's 13-7. I like the way Heritage is limiting to Melbourne in 1, maybe 2 points. You can't let them get on a run here. This is Julia Shep with a good serve. That was a good job to pull that off. They wanted a double, won't get it, and they'll get a kill there. And that's a good job of forcing the issue by Vivian Atchison. She recognized that Thompson had jumped just a smidge too early and was able to knock the ball off her fingertips. 13-8. Shep with a great serve, but it's too far, and it's 14-8 now, I believe. Checking in is Ariana Mathis. She'll serve with the lead, 14-8. It's her second service error, and it's 14-9, third of the set for the Panthers. Maya Jackson back in. Once again, hello to Grandma Jackson watching tonight, Maya's grandmother. Ashland Shack. No look, won't work. Walters Jackson plays it off the tape. Center kill shot. This has got to go. Free ball. Walters calls it. Has it. Shack. The Jackson. And Jackson swings the arm and gets the point. That's what I'm talking about. She's got that power. 14-10, and the Bulldogs have clawed back to within 4. Ashland. That looked destined to go out. Little dump. Won't work. Ashland Shack. Back to Jackson. Maya Jackson again. 2 in a row. And what did she do? She swung the arm. Love it. Love to see it. And there's a timeout, and that's a good timeout by head coach Reagan Haley. We'll step aside here. You're watching high school volleyball on Brevard Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Christy Lindback with Compass, your East Coast real estate expert. When it comes to selling your home, experience and strategy matter. My team and I make sure every detail is handled, so you get top dollar and a stress-free experience. We bring in professional stagers, high-end photographers, and cinematic videographers to showcase your home at its best. Because every showing starts online, and we make sure your home stands out. With consistent communication, strong negotiation skills, and local market expertise, I guide you every step of the way. Because here in Brevard, when it comes to real estate, Chrissy knows. Ready to buy or sell in Brevard? Visit Chrissy Knows, and let's get started.
All right, thanks to Chrissy Lindback. That's in. Beautiful kill over there by Atchison, and the Bulldogs have cut the lead to 14-12. Chrissy Lindback, the real estate expert, our real estate expert on Brevard Sports Network. You can find her on all the socials at Chrissy, Krissy, knows, Knows. So it's 14-12, and Melbourne wins the timeout. That's too far. That's an ace, and it's 14-13. And here we go. A lead that was 6 is down to 1, and Ashland Shack has just, oh, what a serve. How about that? And we're tied at 14. The finishing touch there, Emily Lamont, and we're 14 apiece. Coach Myra Thompson looking on. That should be another ace here. Uh-oh. And it will be. And in Melbourne, for the first time tonight, has the lead 15-14. The Bulldogs have come all the way back, and they've done it by, that's too deep, tied at 15. Now, what Heritage needs to do here is reset. Melbourne's come back. They've helped them out with some errors. So now they need to settle down, play the way they did to start this, and nobody better to have the ball in their hands than Bella right here. Good serve. Walters with a good receive. Nice set for Jackson, and that'll be 16-15 Melbourne. And great job by Melbourne shutting down that side out, limiting it to a point. They'll get the ball back, and Vivian Atchison will serve. I think that's Vivian. Yep. Yeah, well, you could tell right from the start that serve was doomed. She didn't get any height on it, and just once I'm sure she wants back. Number 8 checks in again. I don't have her on my roster. My apologies. 16 all. I'd love to see a 5-set 25-23 match tonight. Oh, wow. I've never seen a two-handed delivery like that. Brianna De Carvalho, just with authority, pushed that ball away like it was unwanted. In life. Great kill. How about it? Ainsley Shack, our Hall of Change player of the game the other night. Her second kill of set one. Who will be the Hall of Change player of the game tonight? This has got to go. Free ball. Chance. Oh, that's a perfect set. Too far, maybe. And off the tape, and the attack error gives Melbourne the 18-17 lead. Cambria Walters to the line. Freshman. Nice receive by Bella. Bella again. Yeah, that's how you do it. But a great dig. Great pass. Here it comes. Shack. Nah. De Carvalho having a night. I'll tell you, that's a great kill. But Brianna De Carvalho did everything she could to try to salvage that point. She was everywhere on that one. And it ends up with Melbourne, and it's 19-17. And that's an ace by Cambria Walters, and I would take the other timeout now if I were coach. She'll let it play. I try to slow this serve. And that's an ace, 21-17. And now she'll take the timeout. We will too. Oh, no, she didn't. Oh, so it's 21-17. I don't know. Maybe she didn't have one left. I've only seen one timeout. And that's a third straight ace by Cambria Walters. And it's 22-17. Well, I guess she's going to let them play through this. And they are going after that back center. That's too deep, 23-17. Great dig. Nice set. And Brianna De Carvalho with the little drop kill. And it's 23-18. She's a player. Zeta Sanchez. Oh, my. Caitlin Thompson with the big block. And it's 23-19. They have got to go on a run, and they need at least 4 points out of this serve. Sanchez. There's one. 23-20. What do I know? I still would have taken a timeout, though. Sanchez. Again. Nice serves. That's it. Just get it in. Live to play for the next swing. Yep. And it's 23-21. And that's what Heritage has done. And Coach Myra Thompson will take the timeout. How about it, huh? We got us a match here tonight. So Melbourne's 1-0 on timeout winning. And if you're new to Brevard Sports Network, and we kind of, through the years, with the help of certain coaches like Coach Darren Bolton and Angie Patrick and Diego, we have kind of learned the game of volleyball and taught ourselves. And we've also come up with terminology on our own, things like winning the timeout. And Jackson, Rob, and I discussed this. When you take a timeout, usually it's meant to slow the other team's momentum. Melbourne did that earlier, or Heritage did that earlier in the match. Melbourne ended up winning the point immediately after. So whoever wins this point, you'll hear me say, won that timeout. And it will. Oh, what a dig. Jackson with the kill. When she swings, it's a point, and Melbourne will win the timeout. And it is the it is the Fellowship of Christian Athletes set point. The FCA set point. And here to try to deliver it is Faye Fitzpatrick. Free ball. Confusion. Free ball. And that's out. 24-22. Or no, actually they're going to say that's Melbourne's point. So Melbourne takes set one, 25-21. We'll step aside for 2 minutes, and we'll be right back here on Brevard Sports Network. Great set.
At Coastal Strength and Barbell, we don't do random workouts. We follow a proven system built for results. Everything we do has a purpose, whether you're an athlete, chasing performance, or you just want to get stronger, healthier, and more confident. We focus on what actually matters. Proper movement, full range of motion, and strength that carries over to real life. With our Coastal Conjugate system, we train with intention by identifying weak points and fixing them so you keep progressing. From beginners to competitive athletes, we meet you where you are and push you forward. If you're willing to work, results will speak for themselves. Coastal Strength and Barbell. Results that show and coaching that matters.
Hi, I'm Christy Lindback with Compass, your East Coast real estate expert. When it comes to selling your home, experience and strategy matter. My team and I make sure every detail is handled, so you get top dollar and a stress-free experience. We bring in professional stagers, high-end photographers, and cinematic videographers to showcase your home at its best. Because every showing starts online, and we make sure your home stands out. With consistent communication, strong negotiation skills, and local market expertise, I guide you every step of the way. Because here in Brevard, when it comes to real estate, Chrissy knows. Ready to buy or sell in Brevard? Visit Chrissy Knows, and let's get started.
Hey, this is Devon Dudley, and you are watching Brevard Sports Network. Oh, my brother, testify.
All right, welcome back to Heritage. A great first set between these two. Heritage really started strong. Melbourne came back through the middle. And two notable players in that set, Brianna De Carvalho with an outstanding performance in that first set. And I really thought Maya Jackson got going once she started swinging her arm. The points started piling up for Melbourne. And so I really liked the way Maya played in that first set. Swing the arm. Kira Davis. They actually changed that before the match, I thought. Kira is normally 13, but they said before the match that 20, I believe, was Kira, because I was listening during the introduction. So who is 13, Brianna? Who is 13? Kyra. Yeah, right. It is Kyra. Well, then they gave us that is Kyra. So thank you. It's Kyra Davis that played that way. So thank you very much. Who is that? I want to acknowledge him. Huh? Okay. Wendy. Thank you, Wendy, because now you heard that right before the match. They said 20 and 13. They said somebody else's name for her, but it's Kira Davis. So her first set play was phenomenal. So at least I know now. Thank you, Wendy, for bringing that up. And that's exactly what I'm talking about right there by Davis. Great play again. Definitely appreciate you. And sometimes we need that help at home. And, that's number 8. And that's an ace. And it should be 2 or 3 to 1. 2? 2 to 1. Atchison at the line. So Kira Davis with the great first set. So she would be my standout player for Heritage. And it's 2 to 2. This is Bella Abruzzese. Zizi. Bella with a good. Oh my! Just catches that tape, and it's 3-2. Oh, not that time. Ainsley Shack wins the one-on-one that time against Caitlin Thompson. And if we got anybody else wrong, let us know because we want to make sure we get it right. As long as YouTube doesn't pull a Facebook. Cambria Walters with a great serve and an ace. Cambria having a night from the line. As long as YouTube doesn't pull a Facebook and starts deleting videos after 30 days. These young ladies and the young men can go back for years and watch these on YouTube, and that that's really the beautiful part of what we do. That's an ace again by Walters. Walters rolling from the line, 6-2, and Melbourne has found their rhythm that eluded them to start set 1. As the chant from the crowd is "Let's go Panthers." And why wouldn't it be? We are at Heritage. Cambria Walters again at the line. I believe she's got 5 aces tonight, Caleb. Set. Oh, Davis with a beautiful kill. And it's 6-3. Boy, Heritage is lucky to have her. It's the first time I've seen her play. She's a good volleyball player. Layla Crespo Delgado at the line. Good serve. Equally on the receive. That time Davis digs it out. This has to go. Free ball for Melbourne. Walters passes it up to Ashland. Jackson with the kill. And it's 7-3. Maya Jackson with another big kill tonight. Faye Fitzpatrick at the line. Walters, Shack over to her sister, kill. Eight to 3. One referee pointed one way, the other pointed the other. Then they both got on the same page. Oh, that one went sideways. And it's 8-4. Checking in to serve is Ariana Mathis, and she has not had a good night at the line. A couple of service errors on her check-in attempts in the first set. That one's a good one. Nice set for Davis. Davis trying to find that back corner. It goes off the hand of Fitzpatrick, takes a detour away, and drops near the back line, and it's 8-5. right? 8-5. Good serve. That was a line drive. Ashland Davis is there to dig it out. Back set, double. Yeah, no, that's definitely a double. I'm surprised. Listen, doubles usually, I mean, we had one referee like 2-3 years ago that called, what was it? I was at Edgewood. It was between Edgewood and Rockledge. It was like 25 doubles in a match. We have certainly seen doubles cut down over the years on calls. That don't mean they're not happening. Or lifts, by the way. Nice job getting that over. They had to come back around the antenna. It does. And that's a great job by Julia Shep, the sophomore. Shep with an impressive game the other night against Cocoa Beach. And I tell you, when she gets her touches, she makes the most of them.
Saw my first lift call last night.
Did you?
I did.
Ainsley Shack. You can tell it's early because both of these teams tonight are struggling with communication on the serve receive. Good set. And that'll be a kill. Making the most of that is Vivian Atchison, and it's 11-5. I got a chance last night to interview Ella Gravely, the Florida commit. That's an ace. And great young lady going to Florida, putting her interview together last night. She plays down at Vero Beach, but putting her interview together last night, what I learned about her. And I was thinking about this as Melbourne leads at 12-5, and Ainsley Shack is at the line. Is Shack Davis, free ball for Melbourne here. Set, chance, and that is a kill again by Shep. So what I was thinking was like she originally committed to go play volleyball at Ohio State, timeout Heritage. So she originally committed to go play volleyball at Ohio State. And then she tells me during the interview last night, or before the match last night, that she had flipped her commit and she is going to Florida. The thing that I found unique about that is she must have been an outcast in her household when she committed to Ohio State because her father, her mother, both went to Florida. Her father played football. Her mother played volleyball. Her sister is currently on the volleyball team at Florida, and she committed to Ohio State, and I thought, boy, how well did that go over, right? When you commit, it's like that mom that time that got up from the signing table and ran away. But all is well in the Gravely world as she has flipped her commit to Florida. But I just thought about that awkward moment when you're telling mom and dad, hey, everybody's going to Florida. I'm not. 13-5. Deep, and Heritage will win that timeout. And I'm sure mom and dad were ultra supportive, and before they put their head on the pillow that night, they were probably like, that's your child. Nope, that's your child. Right. That's funny. Off the antenna, and that's 2 in a row for Melbourne for Heritage following the timeout. It's 13-7. Florida, of course, you said playing in Texas Stadium tonight. Service error by Davis. Who are they playing? Nebraska, Texas Stadium tonight on TNT. Check that out, man. Volleyball in Jerry World. 14-7 is our score here. And by the way, Gravely was every bit as advertised. Outstanding player, great young lady. Chance here free ball for Heritage now. Nice set. They got to convert, and they will. Beautiful back set, and the kill by Sanchez makes it 14-8. I'm not sure who this is then. This might be Brianna. And into the net it goes. But Brown is an outside hitter and an opposite, so I'm not sure she'd be wearing a libero jersey. This will be number 11, Ashlyn Shack, the sophomore, at the line. 15-8, Melbourne. Cambria Walters with a great dig. Good set. Chance again. Shack Walters for Jackson. And Maya Jackson will have her kill attempt dug out. Free ball again. Walters again. Shack again. This will go over. And that hits the back corner. That is a beautiful shot, and it's 16-8. That thing snuck in there where only it could drop. And Shack again, Ashlyn at the line. It's out. 16-9 now. It's Caitlin Thompson, the sophomore, middle checks in. She's just a sophomore. Walters on the receive. Set here, push. Thompson, and that'll be a Melbourne point, and they take it right back from Heritage, and it's 17-9. Bulldogs already up 1-0. They were down as many as 6 in that first set to start, but stormed back through the middle portion of it. Thompson, Abruzzi, and into the net, and Heritage, listen, they're a good volleyball team. They just killed themselves with forced errors. 18-9. Atchison. Bruzy this time will get the kill. And it's 18-10. They're right now, trading points will do them no good. They need a run here. And Abruzzi needs to start it. We'll tell you about the football games we got coming up tomorrow night on Brevard Sports Network. My God, weather pending. Walters from the back line, passes to Shack, set to Jackson. She pops one over. And that is a beautiful kill by Davis, and it's 18-11. That is just what the doctor ordered. $18-11. Actually, Ainsley Shack with the kill. It's 19-11. It is so great to be able to broadcast from here. For years we couldn't do it. We've made some upgrades to our equipment, and now we can. And I can tell you that I hope the signal looks as good as I think it does. But to be able to broadcast from Heritage and Bayside has been game-changing. And that's out, and it's 20-11. We just could never do this before down here. You turn your phone on in here, and you leave here, you got 30 texts because you can't get one in here. Oh, she got lucky on that because that should have been a double. It'll be a point anyway, 21-11. Everything about this place is steel and brick. And, let's face it, this part of Brevard County is being developed. And you walk outside and you get a good, decent signal, but not inside. And Shep makes it 22-11. They now have Heritage doubled up and pulling away. And this has been all Melbourne in this second set. And Cambria Walters has been spectacular tonight. Maya Jackson again. Yeah. You can't. You set Ainsley Shack like that, and she's going to convert 99% of the time as we have hit the Cape Coast Volleyball set point now. I want to thank FCA. That was our set point in set one. And Cambria goes a little deep with that one, and it's 24-12. So Heritage needs 12-point run here to prevent the set from ending. And trying to prevent that will be Crespo Delgado. Walters on the receive. Jackson with the little drop, and it, oh, nope. Great dig. What a hand dig on the floor. Ainsley Shack will finish it, though, and it's 25-12. Melbourne up 2-0 on their way to a 6th victory this season. We'll be back with set number 3 on Brevard Sports Network.
At Coastal Strength and Barbell, we don't do random workouts. We follow a proven system built for results. Everything we do has a purpose, whether you're an athlete, chasing performance, or you just want to get stronger, healthier, and more confident. We focus on what actually matters. Proper movement, full range of motion, and strength that carries over to real life. With our Coastal Conjugate system, we train with intention by identifying weak points and fixing them so you keep progressing. From beginners to competitive athletes, we meet you where you are and push you forward. If you're willing to work, results will speak for themselves. Coastal Strength and Barbell. Results that show and coaching that matters.
Hi, I'm Christy Lindback with Compass, your East Coast real estate expert. When it comes to selling your home, experience and strategy matter. My team and I make sure every detail is handled, so you get top dollar and a stress-free experience. We bring in professional stagers, high-end photographers, and cinematic videographers to showcase your home at its best. Because every showing starts online, and we make sure your home stands out. With consistent communication, strong negotiation skills, and local market expertise, I guide you every step of the way. Because here in Brevard, when it comes to real estate, Chrissy knows. Ready to buy or sell in Brevard? Visit Chrissy Knows, and let's get started.
All right, this looks like a 3-setter if Melbourne doesn't start, or Heritage doesn't start playing better here. Melbourne trying to complete the sweep here, and looks like they will do so with Shep out there, Fitzpatrick, the 2 Shacks, as well as who else we got out there? Well, you know, Cambria Walters is going to check in. The issue is who will step off. Emily Lamons is out there. She may be the one coming off for Cambria. Jamar gives her a high five. There's the Volkswagen horn. Vivian Atchison, Ashlyn Shack, Lamons, Shep, Fitzpatrick, and Ainsley Shack. And it'll be Davis. Abruzzese. I got number 15, who's not on my roster. Zeta Sanchez. Brianna Mathis. And Mathis will serve to start. So I'm not sure who number 15 is. Again, I do not have her on my roster. So here we go. Heritage trying to extend this to a fourth set. Yep. 4 hits, and it's 1-0 Melbourne. Side out, immediately turning them over, and Ashlyn Shack will go to the line. And here comes Maya Jackson in. Jackson with a strong finish to that first set, a good second set. Ashlyn goes right at the 6 zone. And this is a free ball here. Walters with a great pass to Ashlyn. And Jackson, good block in front by Davis. And that won't work, and it's 1-1, right back to Heritage. Set number 3 here. Want to thank Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Jason Shack. That is deep, but Walters there to play it. Ashlyn. What a good set there. There's Ashlyn again. Walters bump sets to Jackson. Jackson with the little pop, but Davis is there, and yeah, that's going to be it's a net violation. And helping coaches, athletes grow in sport, life, and in faith. FCA, Brevard.org. Set. Davis with just a great volleyball player. I mean, she is. Every year I get to see a volleyball player I haven't seen play before. Davis is that player, and she is that good. Walters with an unbelievable receive dig. And it's 4-1. And Heritage starting the same way they started back in set 1, trying to build this lead here. They just can't shoot themselves in the foot the way they did back in set 1. Layla Crespo Delgado. Walters. What a save. Oh, wow. Atchison with the play. I'm not sure what the call is. All right, it's 5-1. The flag girl called that. I don't know what she called there. 6-1. This is where Melbourne needs to become the team that's going to be district contenders. This is where they got to step up. That's gone the wrong way, and that's got to finish. This is a free ball and a chance to make it 7-1. Jackson just drops that over, and it's 6-2. Yeah, this is where they got to settle down and become a dog, a DAWG. Tape, ace. Sometimes it's better to be lucky and good. Vivian Atchinson's both, and that can happen. She catches the top of the tape. The ball will drop for an ace. That one she gets all the way over. Davis on a receive. Set here. Free ball. Walters to play it to pass. Chance for Ainsley. Shack through the floor, and it's 6-4. That was great from start to finish as Cambria Walters with a great receive pass up to Ashlyn. Ashlyn had her sister on the left pin, and she finished. And that's way too deep. And it's 6-7-4. This will be Davis. A little confusion on the Panthers on their rotation there. Davis says, I got this. Give me the ball. They serve. Set. There you go. Maya Jackson. I tell you, I know I sound like one of those, toddler pull toys, but swing the arm and the points will come. Things land on it. Swing the arm and the points will come. Swing the arm and the points will come. It's out. Yeah, they're going to say she was out when she played it. That's a good call by. And I think that was the flag girl's call over here, and I agree with it, by the way, because she did it the ball. Yeah. That's an ace, the 8th of the night by my guesstimation for Cambria Walters. And she got them back in it and set one, and she's now got the ball in her hand with it tied 7-7. That one too far to the right, and it's 8-7, but they have cut the deficit down to possessions. Zeta Sanchez. That's just too easy for Shep, and it's 8-8. Snowman's on the board for each team. Checking in to serve will be Faye Fitzpatrick. 8-8. Out. 9-8 Melbourne. Bulldogs up 2-0. She launched that one up Heritage Parkway, and it's 9-9. I think if there are two things Coach Thompson would like to see better tonight is outside of Cambria Walters, the serving for Melbourne's got to get better. And their communication on that back line on serve-receive has got to get better. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor. Coach is, and I like what Coach is doing right now. Coach Reagan Haley, she's telling her team we have no cohesion right now. We have no flow. And so she takes a timeout to discuss that. And let's tell you about the football games we have coming up tomorrow on Brevard Sports Network. Dun. We got the game of the week tomorrow. We got Merritt Island at Melbourne tomorrow. We'll also have Heritage at Titusville. And, of course, our partners over at VSN will be down here at Heritage for O'Galley at Heritage. What did I say? Oh, I'm sorry. Holy Trinity at Titusville. O'Galley is at Heritage, and you'll be able to see that on VSN. 9-9 coming out of the timeout. Who will win the timeout? Walters. And it'll be Heritage. Too far. 10-9 Heritage. There's a chance here for Heritage to put some distance here in this third set and create a fourth. And they will get another point. I don't know who 15 is, but that was a heck of a serve. It's 11-9. $12-9. That's the communication I was just talking about that has not existed for Melbourne tonight. You can't have two girls stepping in to receive the same ball. And they're both calling it, neither's backing off. Walters. Back sets here. Ainsley Shack, but Davis is there to dig it out. This has to go, and that was awkward and will cost the Panthers a point. It's 12-11. As Ainsley Shack, the 6th rotation player, where's she going? My goodness gracious. She's out in the parking lot. Here she comes. That's about the furthest start I think I've ever seen for a serve. And I get what she was trying to do there, though. She wanted to put a little on it, hit that back corner. Just missed it. Good try. This is Bella Abruzzi. This will be a free ball for Heritage. What will they do with it? And they'll get a kill off the tape. And right now, Heritage has a 4-point third set lead, 14-10. Received there by Fitzpatrick. Atchison with a great kill, but a great dig on the back line by 15. Davis absolutely pummels that one. And it's 15-10. Here come the Panthers. They got to keep playing this way. Coach Thompson letting them play through this for Melbourne. Walters, that's going to go over. Davis is there. Davis got to put this back. Tries to go for that back corner. Walters with a free one. Gives him a free one. She's going to set this up nicely for Atchison, who tries to cross court. But there is Davis. And Davis will have it dug out by Atchison. How about the no-look from the sophomore, Ashlyn Shack? That shot, you don't see it a lot, but when you use it, it can be effective, just as Shack did there. And it's 15-11, and they stop the run at 4. It's number 8 checks in. I'm not sure who she is. Again, she's not on my roster. Serve. Tough one. This has to go, and it will. And that's a beautiful play. I absolutely love Davis on that one. Davis got that ball over at a weird angle. They shut Melbourne down to 1 point, and it's 16-11 here in set 3. Ariana Mathis at the line. Boy, this is going to have to go a long way, and Walters does, but it's free. Set here. Walters again. Shack. Free again. Heritage has got to get the kill here. Chance for Davis, and she does not, or she won't. What a dig by Walters. That's going to be out, and it's 17-11. Timeout. Melbourne back with the rest of set 3.
Hi, I'm Chrissy Lindback with Compass, your East Coast real estate expert. When it comes to selling your home, experience and strategy matter. My team and I make sure every detail is handled, so you get top dollar and a stress-free experience. We bring in professional stagers, high-end photographers, and cinematic videographers to showcase your home at its best. Because every showing starts online, and we make sure your home stands out. With consistent communication, strong negotiation.
All right, sorry to interrupt Chrissy Lindback, but this is an important set. Chrissy, she knows and understands. Chrissy knows. And here's the serve, 17-11. Nice dig there by Ainsley. Shack Ainsley with the attack error, and it's 18-11. This is precisely where the Panthers faltered in set 1. Can they finish set 3 and force a 4th set? Won't get them that time. Yes, they will. 18-12. Maya Jackson checking in. So a chance here. Jackson, Atchison, and Lamons on the front. Can't do that in a comeback. 19-12. I need the FCA in that corner when they're not up. It should be. Swings in. Beautiful. Court kill, corner kill. 20-12. Layla Crespo Delgado, who started off serving, wants to finish set 3. And they will. Oh, they played it off the net. Good job. Set. Davis, no way. She just knocked the Chinaman off the bench in China because she drilled that one through the floor. 21-12. I got to get it in once a match. Poor guy sitting on that bench over there has no idea where these volleyballs keep coming from. Davis with the hardest hit of the night there. Walters with the receive. Set here. Shack. And not so fast, says Ainsley Shack. We're not going to let you finish this off just yet. And it's 21-13. Atchison, who hasn't had a good night at the line, back at it. Good serve that time. Davis on the receive. Set. And a great dig by Walters. Nice pass, nice set. Ashlyn Shack. But that thing is dug out beautifully by Aberzizi. Walters, Ashlyn, Jackson. And it's back over. It's a free ball. Heritage needs this point. Oh, wow, that went the wrong way. Dug out by Walters. Ashlyn Shack to Jackson. Jackson digs it out the net. Chance here for Ainsley Shack. And Heritage takes a huge point. And it's 22-13. Melbourne felt on their heels for that point, and Heritage kept attacking, and it finally paid off as Kira Davis goes to the line. Great third set action here. Walters with the receive. Double. 22-14. Still a chance here. And this is who you want at the line if you need to make a run, and that's Cambria Walters. She's got 8 or 9 aces tonight. And here she goes. Tate Davis is there, though, for the dig. Nice block in front by Shep. And that is an instant point back to Heritage as they prevent Melbourne from going on a run. Great job on that side out. Zeta Sanchez to the line. We are rapidly approaching the FCA match point or set point. Walters off the big block on Jackson. Davis gives him another free one. Walters sets it. Jackson deep. And now it's FCA set point. Bella Aberzizi with a chance to extend this thing to 4. And they got a free ball to do it. Davis with the pass. The back set to Thompson. Thompson looks for the shot in the back. Here's Ainsley Shack, and not so fast. 24-15. In the words of our good friend Lee Corso, not so fast, my friend. This is Faye Fitzpatrick. They need 9 to tie. The dump. Walters is there. Ashlyn. And there's a beautiful kill by Shep, who all she does is score, score, score when she touches the ball. And it's 24-16. Boy, what a comeback this would be. Heritage will finish this. Set. Davis, Walters, 2 players of the match tonight. Ainsley, Shaq, Davis is there, and it's 24-17. So a timeout by Heritage, a curious one, but listen, I get it. She's trying to break their rhythm, and that's probably all that timeout is about, is to break that rhythm of the serve right now for Melbourne. So we'll see if it works. Both teams have kind of split the timeout wins tonight. Melbourne's won a couple. Heritage has won a couple. But, this is a huge set for Heritage because anything. You win a set like this after being down 0-2. You start putting doubt in the other team's head. Ella Gravely was telling me last night, Vera Beach went up 2-0 on Holy Trinity. Holy Trinity won the third set, and she told me, she said, we don't play well here. We haven't. She said, and we began to think, and that's just it. You want to get that other team thinking. Heritage has got home court. So if they can finish this off here, anything can happen in set 4. Faye Fitzpatrick. Nice receive. Nice back set. That's in. Set to the Panthers. 25-17. We're going 4. Back with 4.
Hi, I'm Chrissy Lindback with Compass, your East Coast real estate expert. When it comes to selling your home, experience and strategy matter. My team and I make sure every detail is handled, so you get top dollar and a stress-free experience. We bring in professional stagers, high-end photographers, and cinematic videographers to showcase your home at its best. Because every showing starts online, and we make sure your home stands out. With consistent communication, strong negotiation skills, and local market expertise, I guide you every step of the way. Because here in Brevard, when it comes to real estate, Chrissy knows. Ready to buy or sell in Brevard? Visit Chrissy Knows, and let's get started.
At Coastal Strength and Barbell, we don't do random workouts. We follow a proven system built for results. Everything we do has a purpose, whether you're an athlete, chasing performance, or you just want to get stronger, healthier, and more confident. We focus on what actually matters. Proper movement, full range of motion, and strength that carries over to real life. With our Coastal Conjugate system, we train with intention by identifying weak points and fixing them so you keep progressing. From beginners to competitive athletes, we meet you where you are and push you forward. If you're willing to work, results will speak for themselves. Coastal Strength and Barbell. Results that show and coaching that matters.
Here we go. Come on. Set 4. And a great set that time by Heritage as we get ready to go. The Bulldogs and the Panthers here on Brevard Sports Network. More than one way to skin a cat as I drop my roster, but I happen to have a backup. So there we go. I don't have to jump down a couple seats. All right. Everybody at home's like, what's he talking about? I got it handled. For Melbourne, it'll be the Shacks, Ashlyn and Ainsley, as well as number 13, Julia Shep. Shep was the player of the set for Melbourne in that third set. I felt. You also have Vivian Atchison out there, as well as Faye Fitzpatrick and Emily Lamons. And checking in is obviously going to be Cambria Walters. And for Heritage, it'll be number 21, Layla Crespo Delgado, as well as Kira Davis. Number 15, who we don't know. Number 7, Zeta Sanchez. Number 2, Bella Abruzzese, who's played a great match tonight in her own right. Ariana Mathis. And we are ready to go as Ashlyn Shack with the serve. Walters again with a dig. Set. Heritage, 1-0. Man, would that be something if the Panthers could force 5? Yeah, I haven't broadcast a 5-setter in 2 years. I went to a state championship last year with Merritt Island. It was a 5-setter, but we didn't broadcast it. Cambria Walters with the set to Ashland. Back sets here to Atchison, and she'll get the kill. And it's 1-1. And this will be Vivian Atchison. Vivian, a senior. That one bounces back over. This is great job. Great kill by Ainsley Shack. And it's 2-1. Heritage has to feel really good about the way they started this match tonight. And then obviously winning that third set was huge. That's out. And that's the kind of night it's been for Atchison at the line. She's played well elsewhere, but the line has gotten her tonight. And this will be Layla Crespo Delgado. 2-2 is our score. You see it on the bottom left. Received by Ainsley Shack. This is Jackson with the kill. Yep. You want to pull the cord? Pull the cord, Caleb. Caleb pulls the cord. When you swing the arm, the points will come. And I just love the way Maya's got power. Cambria Walters at the line. And once again, a big hello to Grandma Jackson watching. That's a double. They called 4 hits. Well, I guess they counted the double as 2. So 4-2. Again, Grandma Jackson watching tonight here on Brevard Sports Network. Maya's playing a heck of a match. And that's an ace for Cambria Walters. And guess what, Caleb? She's pushing 10 aces in this match tonight. 5-2. Look at that. Goodness, that's in. Yeah, she went to go up with it, but Ainsley Shack with the kill. And the thing about Cambria Walters' serves is they're not like these line drive bullets, right? What they are well-placed balls that force the opponent into difficult serve-receive positions and situations. Watch. Yeah, I mean, you see how deep up that went? Now you got a free ball off of it. And a kill by Shep. And that's all off the serve. Another good one. She's, that time what happened was Abruzzese, timeout Heritage. Abruzzese anticipated a deep corner serve like she got on the last one, and she dropped a little knuckleball on her. And it's 8-2 here. It's a good timeout by Coach. Cambria Walters has just been unbelievable from the service line tonight and the floor in terms of digs. She's just a freshman. That's a good receive that time. So a chance here, and that's who you want with it. That's going to go out. And when you see the difference, right? Of course, it also helps to have a player like Davis on the with the second hit there. This is Davis at the line. And see, Davis does the same thing. Watch her serves. She's not getting a zone from the coach. Davis is picking her own. She's going right down the middle with it. And that time, Ainsley Shack just overhit the ball, and it's 8-5. Melbourne can't let Heritage get back in this set. Now it's 3 points now. But you start giving them momentum. Walters on the receive. Ashland, Jackson, and dug out. Difficult kill, but Abrazizi's there. This is Shack with a push shot to the back corner. It won't drop. Abrazizi again. And Abrazizi gets blocked and digs at the same time. Oh, what a play. And Shack looks at Shep. Shep looks at Shack. In that situation, unfortunately, the underclass was always going to be wrong. And it's 8-6 as Davis keeps serving. Ashland. Ainsley. Abrazizi again. 50-50 ball. Played well by Melbourne. Chance here. Jackson pops it over. Yeah. Shep got all that one. And it's 9-6, and they needed that stop. Can you hit the mute button for a second? I got to move. All right, thanks. All right, 9-6. Abrazizi will hit it out that time, and it's 10-6. They got to be careful because these points will rapidly accumulate on you. Abrazizi at the line. That's a deep one, but Walters digs out Abrazizi's shot. Little push. Abrazizi is there again, but unfortunately that time too far off her fingertips. And just like that, the lead is back to 5 at 11-6. Good receive. Abrazizi getting a lot of play in this one. This has got to go, and it will, and go out. And it's 11-7. And Caitlin Thompson checking in. I like what I've seen from Caitlin tonight. She's got a strong presence at the front. And that's a kill that time by Ashland Shack. 12-7. Ainsley Shack to the line. Foot. They call foot foul? Rotation violation, okay. And that's what they're checking on. If he's wrong, they'll replay the point. Been a well-officiated game. You got a pin drop in here. Yeah. He sticks with his call. Good job by the official. 12-8. Nice job. Then he double-checked, made sure. Shep again, and she could easily be in the running for player of the match tonight if Melbourne wins this. But then there's the Cambria Walters thing at the service line tonight and the digs. And Shep, what a dig at that back line. Chance for the Bulldogs. Hey, how about that by Atchison? She kind of take it a little bit. Kind of went off her hand sideways, but, listen, sometimes you take them. 14-8. Oh, my goodness gracious. What a play by Ainsley Shack to save that. And that's going to get over and drop. And somehow the Bulldogs snatch a point from the jaws of a loss there. Because that point said everything was going Heritage's way. And that is an ace from number 8, or number 9, actually. That's Laura Morgan. Morgan with an ace, and it's 16-8.
Coach is still over on the sideline there, still wondering how they got that.
Yeah, that's great hustle. Bruzy, Morgan with the dig. Chance here. That's out. Oh, it's in. Ainsley Shack with a bullet that rivals the kill of Davis earlier. And here go the Bulldogs pulling away. It's 17-8. The lead is more than Heritage has on the board at the moment. Not a good sign if you're trying to win a set. Yeah, absolutely. Good call. They're going to they want to know why. Played it off the net. Should be 2. Well, I guess I understand the argument then. My apologies. I think I'm wrong on that. Yeah, not a good call there because you can play it back off the net. And I think that's what he's trying to explain. I don't know what he's trying to explain. I thought they got it wrong. Yeah, exactly. You can play that twice off the net and all day on Sunday. Morgan, 18-8 out. I don't know. My goodness, that one went awry. Yeah. 18-9 with Bella Abrazizi at the line. The senior DS, an outside hitter. She had a good match tonight. The left-handed swing there. Set. Oh, nice back corner drop there by Gianna Polio. I'll say this. I'll give you a little evaluation of what I've seen from both teams tonight. Heritage is going to drop to 0-5 if they don't gather the storm here and stop Melbourne from winning this 4th set. But this is a team that needs a little more cohesion. They're going to win a few matches this year. Service error. By the time they get to the districts, if a team like Melbourne hasn't gotten any better, then they have a chance, As for Melbourne, they got to clean up their communication on the back line. And they'll be okay. Melbourne's got a chance to win, to be a district champ. They certainly have the talent to do it. What a kill. My goodness gracious, it's 20-10. So, they're going to be a better team now than they are, or a better team in October than they are now. They're going to want that one back with Vieira. We're going to see them play Harmony Monday night. Blocked out, 21-10. And this one is about over for the Shouting here. As Ashlyn Shack wow. When you're going, you're going. And Ashlyn Shack right now at the line is going 22-10. We want to thank FCA, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and it's 23-10. As we get to or approaching the Martinez construction match point of the night. These young ladies have built almost 4 sets to this point. Tape again, a Bruzy, and it is the Martinez construction match point of the night. And Ashlyn Shack looks to finish it off. I can tell you now, our Hall of Chains player of the game tonight is going to be Cambria Walters. 24-11 is our score. So Walters will win our Hall of Chains player of the match tonight. And there it is, the Melbourne Bulldogs with the kill by Atchison. Finish off Heritage. I'll take care of this. You go get me Walters. Finish off Heritage in 4 sets. Want to thank FCA. We want to thank Cape Coast Volleyball. We want to thank Martinez Construction in Culver. So for Caleb Brown, I'm Alan Slaughterzinski. Once again, the Melbourne Bulldogs defeat Heritage in 4 sets.